Hi, we had a bit of a vlogging fail, so this is what you're getting instead. So one of the biggest requests from last year's Landmas was more vlogs, more vlogging, more vlogs, more holiday-related vlogs and fun daily vlogs. Vlogs. So I tried to do that this last weekend. I pulled out the good old G7X and dusted off my vlogging boots and tried to vlog. My cousins Ronnie and Ginny were in town, and our plan was to have a fun little girls' night on Friday night and then hit up some Christmas markets on Saturday. And the plan failed. The Christmas market was not in fact a Christmas market. We went to Stacked, and sorry Stacked, if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. But the only Christmassy thing about it was that they had 3 carolers singing a song. So we ended up being there for about 20 minutes. And so then we were like, okay, we'll vlog on Sunday, that's fine. We had a shoot morning. We rented out a studio and we had a shoot. We wanted to film like a holiday outfits video for you guys, which you should have already seen. If you have, I'll link it here. So we had to shoot that in the morning on Sunday, and then we got a very exciting delivery. Our Peloton! Woo! Which I'll most likely be talking about later, but yes, Dan and I did bite the bullet and we got a Peloton. So that delivery happened, and then we had a really cute little Sunday night roast with our friends Abby and George, and they came over and fully made us a proper English Sunday roast, and we had so much fun, and we got Christmas crackers and we had a cute little dinner. And basically what I'm trying to say is we didn't end up getting that much footage from the weekend. The vlog plan failed. So here I am doing a Q&A instead. When in doubt, do a Q&A. Because to be honest, when we're doing Landmas or any kind of like vlogging month, like every day in May, we don't really leave the apartment. We're not doing too many activities other than filming the videos and trying to get the video up every day. So it's pretty boring vlog content. And I just wanted to say sorry, we tried this weekend, but here we are. I asked you guys to send in some questions on Instagram, and I've screenshotted a few, and I'm just gonna go through and answer some of your questions. So thank you so much to everyone who sent the questions in. Let's roll. I'm gonna get the 2 biggest main questions out of the way, and just there were so many people who were asking about a proposal. When are you getting engaged? When are you getting married? And when are you having babies? I'm just gonna start with those ones first. First of all, whenever I get engaged, you guys will know. When I know, you will know. I know I tease about it a lot. It's just an ongoing joke. It's a funny thing. I tease Dan about it all the time. I propose to him all the time. And at the end of the day, it's like when it happens, it'll happen. And when it does happen, you guys will know. And I also wanted to add on to that. A lot of people asked about like weddings, wedding planning, whenever you guys get married, will we see wedding videos, blah, blah, blah. And I just actually wanted to say that I am not going to have a wedding. I love attending weddings. I'm an absolutely blubbering, sobbing mess. I think weddings are so cute and they can be so special, but it's so not my thing. I am an emotional wreck. I do not like the idea of blubbering my feelings and my soul up in front of all the people in my life who I know and love. I think that that is something I want to keep between us. And I would much rather skip the wedding and have just a rockin' honeymoon or celebration of love, if you will. And yeah, I won't be having a wedding, so you guys will never see any wedding related content from me. So no weddings here, no proposals yet. And as for kids, I think like I think it's so funny to me that once you get later in your 20s, the baby question is always asked, like, are you planning on having kids? Do you and Dan want kids? Are babies in your future? Are you gonna become a mommy blogger? Blah, blah. There were so many questions like that. And I just think that kids is another thing that's, I'm really like this. I go through phases of wanting kids and phases of being absolutely horrified by the prospect. I think that when the time comes, when I'm ready, I'll deal with it then, but it's probably many years away, and it most likely wouldn't be something that I would document on YouTube either. I think I would keep that private. So I hope that answers all of those questions. And I think this perfectly leads into also the Dan related questions in general. For example, someone said, will you and Dan ever do a boyfriend does my makeup video? Would be super cute. And I agree, and I think I get a lot of comments a lot about Dan. I'm trying to find it right now. Hold on. There was a specific question. Aw, you and Dan are so amazing. Thanks, Annalie Finnegan. That's very nice. This one. Will Dan ever consent to being in a video? That was the question I wanted to answer directly. And I think that I previously in my YouTube years have shown a lot more about relationships and personal things. I feel like I used to really overshare because I just didn't realize the consequences that might have oversharing on the internet. I think that over the many years that I've been on YouTube, I've learned that sharing less is better, and that when you open the doors to many parts of your personal life, you are opening the doors to the weird sides of the internet and to major criticism. And I think that there are just certain things, like my relationship, Dan and I, that I just don't really want to share. And so we just kind of, at the beginning of our relationship, made the mutual agreement that we wouldn't share our relationship. And obviously you guys see like random daily things, and he pops in every now and again. He's not been completely silent on YouTube, but for the most part, I think just any videos specifically surrounding relationships and Dan and I and our personal life, I just don't see ourselves doing much of. I have learned from that in the past, and I will most likely not cross that bridge again. So moving on to the other questions, I'm gonna try and like rapid fire these and keep it short and to the point as much as I'm able to. I feel like I tend to ramble and I could go on and on and on forever, so I'll do my best to answer them swiftly. Are there workouts other than ride that you like to do to balance things out? Yes, and I would love to do a kind of like updated health kind of fitness routine. If you guys would like to see that, let me know what style of video you'd like to see. I definitely have been trying to branch out and do other workouts. I want to make my body more mobile. I think just doing spin, just doing cardio is not good. I've become incredibly immobile. I need to start doing some yoga or something, do some stretching. I want to get into strength training. I'd love to have a personal trainer actually to teach me how to go to the gym properly. That's something I'd love to explore. If you guys know of any personal trainers, holler at me in Toronto. But yes, I do think that just sticking to one workout is never a good thing. You do have to diversify your workouts to not become immune to said workouts. So yes, love ride, will always love ride. We're definitely trying to switch things up. Would love some tips on keeping black clothes safe from cats. You can't keep clothing safe from cats, in my opinion. We have many a lint roller around the house and try to vacuum as often as we can. What kind of kid were you? Example, shy, class clown, space case. I'm going to assume that this means what kind of kid were you in class, and I was definitely the annoying, like, teacher's pet. I was just annoying. I was loud, but I was a total kiss ass, and like, they would ask you, how you'd have like a out loud reading session in classes where you would go around and be like, who wants to read this next passage? I was always like this, me, pick me. I loved being the center of attention, and I was a total teacher's pet. What is something you hope to gain in 2020? Fiscal responsibility. And to get ripped. I want abs and biceps. Big goals for 2020. What is one thing you learned about yourself this year? Wow, I hadn't thought about that deeply actually. Is that I am terribly disorganized and very emotional, and I need to get both of those things in check. Do you think your degree helped you with your YouTube channel? There were also a lot of questions about university and degrees and all that. I've done many, like I was in university when I started my YouTube channel, so I've done many videos on university. I have like full university chats if you want to go back into the archives of my YouTube channel. But to sum it up, I went through 3 different programs when I was in university. I started in engineering, I failed, went into chemistry, also did not excel in that, and then ended up with communications degree. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Communications. I absolutely hated university. I also believe that everything happens for a reason, and if I didn't go to university, I don't know if I would have ever started my YouTube channel. So I think for me personally, that needed to happen for me to be where I am today, but that I don't always think that university is a necessary route for everyone. And no, I don't think I learned anything in university other than how to procrastinate efficiently. So no. Did it help with my YouTube channel? No. It helped me make my YouTube channel because I hated studying so much that I wanted to find another hobby or a thing to put my energy towards, so no. Would you ever consider pulling a Sam Ravindal and doing no PR? I absolutely was very inspired when she first posted that video and immediately started removing myself from PR lists of brands that I didn't like, or there's a lot of PR companies who you might do one contract with, you might love one brand that they represent, but then they'll send you PR from all the other brands, like things that it's wasteful. It's so wasteful in terms of packaging and product, and I have definitely actively been removing myself from many PR packages, and I've been getting a lot less, and it's been a lot lighter in my life, and I love it, and I will continue to do so. There are also a lot of brands that I love to try their new products and I love to work with, and I will remain, I hope, anyway, if they keep me on their PR list. But definitely did a major step back from PR, and I think that was really great, and she inspired a lot of us to rethink our lives and what we're accepting and bringing into our homes and over consuming. So that was amazing, and Sam is always such a pioneer in the YouTube space. It was great. I really like this question. You never regret spending money on skincare and food. Food, experiencing food, eating new food, food. Which leads into another question. Someone asked, what are some things you're willing to pay extra for when traveling? And that is always food. I love trying amazing, crazy new foods. I love trying new restaurants. I will never regret spending money on food. Do you party with celebs? No. Unless you count Caitlyn Jenner. Never forget. Have you found your perfect black turtleneck? No, I'm still on the hunt. Forever on the hunt for my perfect black turtleneck. Listen, I'm just gonna have to make my own someday. No one understands my needs, my black turtleneck needs. McDonald's hash browns or McDonald's fries? Hash browns all the way, like freshly made, still warm, extra greasy, extra crispy. Ooh, doesn't get better than that. What are your top future travel destinations? Oh, listen, we have big plans for 2020. My life revolves around planning trips. I love going on trips, even though travel doesn't love me so much, okay? We've had a lot of things, but we're trying to turn our luck around in 2020, okay? I really want to do a big India trip. I've recently seen a lot of people traveling to India and the pink city, Jaipur, and I'm dying to go to India. I really want to do like more of Southeast Asia. I really would love to explore more of Thailand, the Philippines, pretty much anywhere where I can get a beach, let's be honest. Another big top place is Turkey. We had a layover in Turkey, and I just went on to like a huge deep dive binge of Googling everything in Turkey, and I really want to go to Turkey. So Turkey and India are top. What are your 2020 travel dreams, y'all? Let me know in the comments down below. Where do you get your Apple Watch band? There's a lot of questions about my Apple Watch, which is funny. I got the band at the Apple store. It was wildly overpriced. However, I do find that it looks a little bit more fancy than some of the silicone-y bands. So I don't know what it was, stainless steel or something, watch band? Yeah, it's just from the Apple store. Do you take part in any of Dan's Serbian traditions, and have you learned the language? I have had the pleasure of witnessing some of his Serbian family traditions, which has been really cool, and it's so different from everything I've done growing up, and I've only learned a few words. He won't teach me Serbian. I feel like I need to do a Serbian crash course so that I can be one with the family, but all I've learned now is Ne mama, debe lasam, which means no mom, stop feeding me cheese. I'm kidding, it means no mom, I'm fat. Stop. Because Dan's sweet mother makes the most delicious food, and it's always filled with so much cheese, and we made a joke and said that to her the last time we were home visiting, and it was very funny. How do you handle facial hair? When it gets too unruly, I shave it with a razor. Otherwise, let the beard run free, y'all. If your channel wasn't beauty-centric, what would it be? I personally feel like I missed the boat on my true calling in making comedy videos. I loved Vine. I love watching funny videos. That's all I watch. I've recently been on like a wormhole of SNL videos, and I feel like skits and comedy and funny videos were what I missed the boat on. I really wish I'd done that, and if I wasn't doing beauty, that is what I'd be doing. What's your least favorite house chore? Mine's definitely laundry. Girl, I feel that. I refuse to mop. I don't mop. I hate mopping. I don't know whoever came up with the idea of mopping. I despise it, and I don't mop. I'm disgusting. Has there ever been a time in your life when you struggled financially? Yeah, absolutely. My whole life, I'd say. Why is your Instagram handle Alanorama? Well, back in the day when I started my blog originally, I was like, Mom, I don't know what to name my blog. My mom's like a very creative woman and is really good at coming up with things on the fly. And I was like, Mom, what should I name my blog? And she's like, ooh, how about Alanorama, like the band Bananarama? I was like, cool, done. And then Alanorama with one A was taken, so I did two A's at the end. I should have stopped there. Should have stopped at one. Are there any new makeup items that came out in the last few weeks that you're excited about? So I know I've been talking about this a lot, but I've been trying to buy a lot less makeup. Very few things are exciting me now. I feel like so many brands are just coming out with a stupid amount of products and it's nothing that we haven't seen before. However, I do feel very deeply emotionally connected and excited to everything that Victoria Beckham is coming out with. I am loving her products. I love the packaging. I love the style. I love Victoria Beckham. I've just been obsessed with her forever. So all of her products are really exciting me. And I recently watched an interview where she said that she was doing monthly launches. And I hate that she said that, because now every month I'm gonna be like drooling waiting to see what her next launch is, but she's done it right. Her marketing is working. I am ready and waiting with my wallet. So I think that's been one of the few things I've actually been excited about. So let me know what you guys have been excited about in beauty. Would you ever start a business separate from YouTube? Absolutely. I feel like you have to kind of set yourself up for a potential internet failure or irrelevancy. I think that's in anyone's future. I think everyone has their life cycle of YouTube, and I just don't know what that would be. I ask you guys that. If I were to ever start a business or start a line or do something outside of YouTube, what would you want to see from me? If I were to come out with anything, what would you guys want to see from me, or what do you think would be fitting to me? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd actually be really curious to see what you think my future holds or what you would want it to hold. Let me know, fam. Do you ever curl your eyelashes? I've never seen you do it. No, I don't curl my eyelashes. I guess I'm blessed with a curled lash. Eyelash curlers scare the crap out of me. I find them so terrifying. Whenever I see people using them, I'm like, ah, oh my God. You're gonna stab your eyeball or cut off all your eyelashes. They are terrifying. And thank you to my parents for making me a curly-haired, very hairy lady. Would love to know more about your religious background if you're up for it. And I actually wanted to address this because I know I've talked about this for many years, and how I started doing my Life with Land series. I wanted to talk more about certain aspects of my life and different deeper topics. And I think that I just thought about it so much. I thought about writing a book on it, honestly, but there's so many things that are very personal. There'd be many people who I'd have to speak about specifically. Maybe feelings would be hurt, things that are just not, things that I'm just not willing to talk about, I guess, certain aspects of my life. And I think that just the climate of the internet right now, the sensitivities of people in my life, it's just not something I've found a way to discuss openly, and I don't think that my YouTube channel ultimately is the place to discuss these things. I've tried working it out in my brain. I've tried figuring out what I would say about it and how I could round it in still a positive way, and I have reached a dead end every time. And I just don't think it's going to be something I will be talking about on my YouTube channel anytime soon, amongst other things in my personal life. So I do apologize to everyone who got excited about the prospect of certain things in Life with Land topics and whatnot. I don't know how to approach it. Maybe I need to start a podcast and talk about all my scandalous things there. Who knows? I have no idea. What's the meaning behind your ankle tattoo? I do not have an ankle tattoo. And I leave you there, my friends. An open-ended question to you. What do you want to see from me in 2020? Because we're planning it now. December is flashing before my eyes and swiftly coming to an end. So what do you guys want to see from me in 2020? My channel is but a way of communication and source of entertainment to and for you. Did that make sense? Wow, I really hope that what I was trying to say came across there, because I don't think that worked out so well. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in your questions. I hope that this was fun and insightful for you guys. If you have any more questions, I am always here on YouTube, on Instagram, and Twitter at AlanaRama. And I hope that you guys are enjoying Landmas. Let's chat in the comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. You guys, I'll see you in another Landmas video tomorrow. Bye!